Hi everyone, my name is Marie and for today's video is another DIY tutorial for you all. I'm making a jewelry box from scratch. To start off, you will need a diamond shaped cardboard and then a long piece of cardboard measured at 80 cm by 4 with lines already drawn onto it. The distance between the line is the measurements I needed to cut to create a diamond box, and this is pretty much how I measured it. Gently cut the lines to just bend the cardboard, making sure to not break it, and repeat the rest with the other lines. Once done, hot glue the two pieces of cardboard with the same measurements together, one section at a time. Keep gluing them together until it started to look like a proper box, and don't forget to secure the edges with glue gun too. To decorate the box, I've glued 2 layers of crepe papers. No specific measurements, as long as it's bigger than the box itself, it won't be a problem. Glue the extra piece of paper on the other side, same goes with the bottom. And to cover the ugly bits, I'm using any materials I could find and cover the bottom with hot glue gun. Next step is to make a lid for the box. It's the same measurement I created earlier. Again, I'm going to cover the cardboard using gold colored paper, and since I don't have any gold piece of paper at home, I'm going to create one using a gold spray paint. When the paint is dried, I'm using the cardboard as a template and sketching out how much I need to cut, leaving extra 5 cm on each side. Cut the papers on each corners, then turn the cardboard around, add some glue and glue it onto the piece of paper. Next step is pretty straightforward. All I need to do is glue everything together and cut off any extra bits if needed. Once done, use the materials or paper to cover the ugly bits. Now I'm using 2 pieces of 2 cm hinges to hold the lid and the box together. Before I super glue the hinges on, I place where I like my hinges to be. When I'm happy with how it looks, then I glue everything together, also adding a drop of glue through the holes to secure the bolts. Alright, so this one is optional. I've cut out 2 pieces of 15 cm ribbons and add some super glue on each end and secure it onto the box and the lid. I pretty much eyeball where I want my ribbons to sit, and that determines how high or low my lids will go. With any color of your choice, I'm covering the inside with long strip of materials measured at 70 cm by 6 cm long. Hot glue just the top bit and quickly place the material before it dries up. Work with one side at a time and keep doing it until you cover everything. If there's any extra materials left, cut them off and continue gluing the rest of the material to secure it onto the box. Once I'm done, I'm using this foam sheet, I think that's what it's called. Any scrap materials or even paper will also work fine as well. I start off by rolling this till I get the thickness I like, then secure some sticky tape. And from there, I'm placing this dingo onto the box to get a rough idea of the angle and how much I need to cut off. Keep repeating this until the whole box is filled up. Going with the same material I used earlier, I'm covering the foam with this by adding some hot glue on one side, then quickly roll it. Cut off any extra material at the same angle as the foam and secure the end with some hot glue. Add some glue onto the bottom of the foam and secure it onto the box. Repeat the same process with the rest, and this is how mine look when everything is done. Finally, to the fun bit! I chose to use diamond stickers to decorate the outside, and even decorating with washi tape, lace or even with glitters will also look pretty cool too. So I'm placing the stickers one at a time and keep working on it till the rest is covered. It was so much fun decorating this, and I love how sparkling and blinging my jewellery boxes look. To make the lid look like a diamond, not a real diamond, but you know what I mean, I've cut out a piece of paper and drawn some lines onto it. This is how it looks like when the paper is cut from the lines I drew earlier. Temporarily add sticky tape onto the papers and place it onto the lid, making sure to leave some gaps in between. Using a sponge and some white paint, or if you like, you can manually paint the white line by hand. I'm dabbing it onto the gap between the papers, and when the paint is dried, peel the paper off and boom! So this part is also optional. I'm adding some glue onto the gold bit, but try to keep the white painted line glue-free as possible. Before the glue dries, I'm adding gold glitter all over the gold piece of paper. Shake off any excess and you're pretty much done. So I decided to make mine to store just for rings, but you can change the inside to however you like. It doesn't have to be specifically for jewellery. That's all for this DIY. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumb up and subscribe. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, on my socials at Tranquil Inspire, and comment down below if you were to make this, what will you store instead? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Looking for a signal,